It's time for Give Me the Headlines, presented by Hyundai. 2 games to provide headlines for, and Chris is on his game today.
Oh, baby, I'm on my game?
I already know the headlines.
You're giving me some props here, huh?
So we have 2 games. You submitted
at the traffic light on the way in.
Light.
Right. I was thinking about it because I saw the text this morning, and I went, okay, these are the games I've been thinking.
Yeah.
Got to a traffic light. Saw, okay,
good.
Ravens, Steelers, we're going to do that. Give me the headlines. Bengals, Browns. Let me think of that.
Yeah, I'm like, we're going to sell a lot of these prints.
Oh, big time.
This newspaper's going to sell.
Big time.
So
Digital, though. We're not cutting trees down.
Digital copy.
Yeah.
We'll start with the Ravens beating the Steelers by 2, 16-14, the final score. Your headline for this game is...
Tri-bisky.
There it is.
Oh, baby, it ain't Trubisky, it's Tri-bisky. Get it? Try, as in try interceptions thrown that cost your team to win the football game?
3 interceptions, tied a career high from 2018. Kenny Pickett had to leave in the first quarter, went into concussion protocol. Unfortunate to see that. So Trubisky, and we talked about before this podcast, the unfortunate thing is there were some good plays.
He made some good plays. You're right.
Mitch Trubisky made some good plays.
It's unfortunate.
Not more than the bad, though.
No, well, the bad were just the absolute worst moments. Again, early on, hey, Baltimore controlling the game, running the ball well, doing some things. Trubisky gets in the game, drives them down for a touchdown. They go, oh, that looked good, right? He made some great throws to make it 10-7. Ravens got the ball. Huntley, right, has the 4th and 1. They don't get it. He gets hit in the head. He's in concussion protocol. Here they go. They're going down the field, and you're going, Steelers look like they kind of got the mojo and got the momentum of the game. Field goal range, horrible interception down the middle of the field. Followed up by another one a little later where just field goal range. Again, a little bit like the last game where I kind of felt like as I was sitting there watching it that Pittsburgh was playing better than Baltimore. But Baltimore just didn't have self-inflicted wounds and just hung in there, and they ran the ball and controlled the clock a little bit. And that was really, the difference in the game. I think like Mike Tomlin and the Steelers, they're really disappointed today because they're probably looking at it going, that game is kind of going just the way we wanted it.
Yeah.
And I got to have a hard time thinking Kenny Pickett would have made some of those mistakes. That's the one thing he's been great at, taking care of the ball, throwing efficient throws, playing defense, controlling the clock through the short pass game and the run game. And Trubisky just got too aggressive and too loose with the football.
Yeah, he threw the ball 30 times. He only had 8 incompletions.
Yeah.
It's just that 3 of those went to the other team.
He made plays with his arm.
That other team has a quarterback issue as well. Lamar's out. Tyler Huntley went down in this game with a head injury. Saw that a lot in the NFL, unfortunately, yesterday.
Yep.
But good news for them. They can say, JK, we do have a run game. That was the alternate headline I was thinking of there. Just kidding.
That's
we can run
good.
The football.
That was good. You're allowed to overtake my headline. Mine wasn't that great.
That's a sub-headline to the article.
I don't work for the Daily News or something where you just got to listen to what I say.
Is that how the Daily News operates?
I guess. I don't know. The guy seems to be creative with his headlines.
Now, J.K. Dobbins, 8 rushes. That's he had 8 rushes. No. Oh,
15.
Versus the stacked box, though.
Oh,
this is the stacked box.
Yeah. Come on, get your PFF AWS stats
I just do the headline, and someone else writes the story. For the game, he had 15 rushes for 120 yards, but as we note here in the rundown, 8 were versus stacked boxes, and in 75 yards on those rushes with a touchdown.
I was surprised. I thought Pittsburgh would be able to stop. Pittsburgh's run defense has been pretty good all year. I thought, with that passing game, backup quarterback, all that type of stuff, that they'd feel comfortable or be able to stop the run, knowing, hey, here it comes. We're going to stack the box, do that. But, the Ravens, Ronnie Stanley's back, and, man, they just got it going. Between Dobbins and Edwards, it just seemed like they pushed back the Steelers' D-line quite a few times. I mean, the big run he had up the middle, the 44-yard gain that set up their first touchdown, that – it looked like they literally just went like just fire off the ball, and we got double teams on guys, and they just pushed people back and made a huge hole. The other big runs seemed like pulling guard type of plays, but hey, you know me, Ahmed. To me, that's when they had to have that run game work yesterday because of the quarterback situation. They got to have that run game work like that if they really want to make a run in the playoffs, because we've discussed it. Their pass game is just not good enough to just go, oh, well, we can drop back 40 times and torch you and beat you that way. So that was encouraging for them. And, then their defense makes a few plays. Another thing, the interceptions by Trubisky, they had a field goal blocked. Calais Campbell got his big right paw up there and blocked the field goal. So that just Ravens. Hey, they won. Good for the Ravens. They're tough as shit, as we know, as always. But it was a win that I don't come away going, I feel better about the Ravens. I think they kind of got it back on track. I don't know. We'll see. It's just everything seems a little bit of a struggle for them right now.
Yeah, it feels like a team that needs that running game and will go as far as Lamar can take.
And then they need the run game, so then Lamar can have his runs off of it, and then they can run play action pass, and there's Mark Andrews down the middle. That's what they're built to do. But yeah, they're going to have to weather the storm here without Lamar, it sounds like, for another week or two.
They're 9-4. As are the Cincinnati Bengals after winning the Battle of Ohio against the Cleveland Browns, who dropped to 5-8. Your headline for this game is...
You know whose state it is. It's Joe-hio. That's right, baby. Joe-hio. That's right. He's Joe's the man. He really is.
His first win in 5 career starts versus Cleveland. So he just wins one time, and you're already giving the whole state to him.
Yeah, I'm giving the whole state to him. He deserves it. I mean, he's going to the Super Bowl. He went to the Super Bowl. He's clearly he's the best football player in that state. So I can say that. And he's a homegrown Ohio native. So I am going to give him Joe-hio, okay? That's Joe-hio. He's Joe Mama, Browns. That's what he did to you.
So he does this without Tyler Boyd, who got hurt, finger injury, without T. Higgins, who played like one snap and then had to come out because he aggravated a hamstring before the game. So he just had Jamar Chase, which is a good one to have. But we've seen this a lot. They've had a lot of their weapons down, and Joe Burrow just makes it work.
Yeah, they just made it work yesterday. Like, it wasn't pretty or sexy. It was kind of like a gritty, performance by them. Not a lot of big plays in the pass game. The flea flicker to Irwin down the middle was the play as far as that's concerned. But yeah, a good tough win against a team that for a lot of reasons matches up well with them a little bit. They didn't protect all that great yesterday. Clowney and Myles Garrett were around him a lot. But he just doesn't let that ruin the game. And then the Bengals, for the most part, are just they don't shoot themselves in the foot a whole lot. They had the interception, and that was Jadeveon Clowney making like an unbelievable tip pass, right? I think that's how it went down. He tipped it and topped it. One of the linebackers got it. But what I will say is, like, hey, there were some things encouraging for the Browns. The Browns, find a way to do self-inflicted stuff every week. I know I brought them up early in the show. They drive down the field to start the game, and it's 4th and 1. Again, I'm just get the points. Get something positive going on the sideline. They do shit like that, and then, they're playing good defense, and they got the Bengals backed up, and they rough the punter. And now, Joe gets to come back out. And then it's a big PI on Jamar Chase, and all of a sudden you look, well, the Bengals haven't really done shit, but they're going down the field and going to score here because just the Browns are screwing shit up, right? And that's just a little bit annoying about the Browns altogether. But Deshaun looked a little bit better. He definitely did. He made a few nice throws and plays yesterday. But I just look at the Bengals in a tough matchup once again and just go, there's just not a weakness to their team. You saw them stop the run.
Yep.
And then,
which they didn't do the first time they played.
They didn't.
140 yards rushing the first time they played. They held Chubb to 2.5 yards per carry yesterday.
Something like that. It never looked like he had anywhere to go. They're just a different defense now that DJ Reader's back and healthy. He's a killer in the run game. But after that, though, they got up and then had control of the game a little bit, and then they don't have to worry about the run, and they got to play pass defense, and it wasn't pretty, but they found a way to kind of close it out late, and that was that. And the Bengals, I think, are, maybe not the sexiest all the time, but I think they are one of the best teams in football.
Yeah, clear top 3 in the AFC, I think, with the Bills and
I
the
agree
Chiefs
with you there,
and the Cincinnati Bengals. That was Give Me the Headlines, presented by Hyundai.
Thanks for watching, homies. Hit subscribe to see all my unbuttoned videos. You get to see me, Ahmed Fareed, all the big player breakdowns, game breakdowns, player interviews, and my film analysis. So please subscribe. Chris Simms Unbuttoned. Peace out.